Hi, it's been about 6 years since my mother died. I can't believe how long it's been actually. Time has, well, in some ways it's flown. Anyway, it's very strange when you lose somebody that close to you, somebody who's been with you your entire life, that you had a very strong relationship, somebody who you are used to turning to, who is just a constant. But when they go, for quite some time, and it's not just me that's experienced this, I'm aware that many other people experience very similar, instead of remembering what's gone on before, during your entire life, you remember the period of their dying and the fallout. And so you're kind of trapped in that period of time. But over time that passes and you start remembering the good times, the happy times, the times that you spent together, even just the sort of normal times. And one of the things that I used to do a lot, from being quite tiny actually, I'm not sure why, I think because it gave her so much pleasure, was I used to get my mother gifts. Nothing particularly vast, but I would quite often give her little gifts of things that showed that I'd been thinking about her, and I'd make things, and you know, the usual stuff really in some respects. And when I was at Trago recently, you may have seen the video I made the other day, and it's a sort of place where you can get all sorts of really very cheap stuff anyway. It's like end of lines and bankrupt stock, and you know, it's a good place to go and get relatively cheap and cheerful things, even if they weren't cheap in the first place. And I saw this. I'll show you what it is so that you have some sort of background here. It's a tea towel. It's a tea towel from the University of Oxford. Let's see it. And it's made there for the university. And my mother went to Oxford. She was one of the very few women that got to go at that period in time, and it was, you know, really important to her. She felt a real sense of achievement quite naturally. And so had she been alive, I would have bought her this, and I would have given it to her knowing how pleased she would have been with it. And I wanted to buy it, and I wasn't sure why I wanted to buy it. There was no logic to it whatsoever, because clearly I can't give it to her. She's not here. But it was, you know, it cost very little, and I wanted it. It's not even the sort of tea towel that I like, so I brought it back and I put it in the drawer where I keep the tea towels. So every time I get a tea towel out, or I put clean tea towels back in, I see this. And I'm reminded of her, and I'm reminded of her in a really nice way. It's a sort of fondness, a memory of the gifts that we gave each other, rather than the loss and the fact that she's not with me anymore. So I thought I would share that with you, and as a result ask you, you know, if you have been unfortunate enough to lose somebody that close as I have, I know some of you have, what would you buy them if you were given free rein, and why? Or would you refuse to buy them something because it would be preposterous and because they're dead? Do let me know. I'll be curious to hear what you have to say.